Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Hate and Love It Movie Reviews. I am your host for today, Jeremiah the Revelist. Today's a new day, a new review. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy for movie reviews. And today I'm going to be reviewing Kraven the Hunter. So Kraven the Hunter is another failed attempt of Sony trying to make villains and anti-heroes good movies. There is another failed attempt, you know what I'm saying? But there is some enjoyment in this movie. It's not like it's 100% bad, but it's still bad. You know what I'm saying? You got Madam Web. Madam Web is the worst. Then you got Kraven coming after this. Yeah. It's better than Madam Web. But Kraven comes right after this. It's not better than Morbius. I find Morbius a lot better. I have more fun with Morbius. But Kraven is one of these movies that, like, how can you fail a revenge story generic action film? How can you fail that? I don't know. I think they had AI write this or something like that. Or whoever wrote this, whoever directed this just didn't care. They just wanted money. That's how I see it. Because what makes this movie good is Aaron Taylor Johnson. Aaron Taylor Johnson, he actually did a really good job for what he had. He did a real good job for what he had. And the action in this movie is really fun. I had a lot of fun with the action sequences and stuff like that. You know, I did like some of the villains. You know, I liked Rhino. He was cool. I liked him for what they gave him. I liked him. You know, I loved Russell Crowe's character, his father, the big kingpin type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. Had potential to be a great movie, but they decided we're gonna have terrible dialogue. And number time I don't complain about dialogue too much. But yeah, it was crappy dialogue, and it was weird cut scenes. Weird. It was just weird cut up. The way it was edited was like edited by a 2-year-old. Because you get into a scene, and you're getting into the scene, and you're like, oh yeah. And then it gets cut, and it goes into a different scene, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? And everything was so much all over the place, I didn't even know what was the story. What was the plot? It had no sense. Like, why did we make this movie? Like, what was the sense? You know how you got, you know, when you start a movie, especially with an origin story, you do the origin story, and then there's a point to this origin story to where it reaches the end, and it had no points. It just was thrown all over the place. But the funny thing is, I still had some type of good time. I don't know why. I could roast this movie all day, but I still had some good time with it. You know what I'm saying? Is it better than the last Venom movie? No. I think the last Venom movie was a lot better than this film. It still wasn't great, but it was a lot better than this movie. I advise you, if you are looking forward to this movie, I say get really drunk, get a whole bunch of friends, and roast the shit out of this movie. And you're going to have a good time. And you're going to have a good time with the action sequences. Yeah, you will. You will. It's fun. It's fun. It has potential, but it's still a bad movie. You know, it's bad and some good. You know what I'm saying? You know how some movies are really bad and you still enjoy it? It's one of those. It's just one of those. So what did I rate this movie? Is it a love? Is it a hate? Or is something in between? Well, I'm going to give it a wait for it. That's right. Wait for it till it comes out on Netflix and all your favorite streaming services, or just don't watch it. That's entirely up to you. I was, you know, like I said, it has some fun moments, yeah, but it was just a terrible movie at the same time. But it wasn't, I didn't hate it. Yeah, I didn't hate it. And you know, the messed up thing is, Sony, you need to stop. You need to stop making these movies. Focus on your Spider-Man movies. Because for some random reason, your Spider-Man movies are always good. But you cannot make a decent movie without Spider-Man. You had the Venom films, and you effed those up. Like, you went from Venom 1, Venom 2, which are, I love those films, and then you messed it up with The Last Dance. You guys need to either give the rights to Marvel, just give it up. Just give the rights to Marvel, or make better movies. Make better movies. Which I give you credit, the Spider-Man movies are great. So just make good Spider-Man movies. That's it. Don't dabble with the villain shit. Or the anti-hero shit. Just don't. Anyway, sorry for the mumbling. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought about Kraven the Hunter. Did you hate it? Did you love it? Or if it's something in between, let me know. And also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm really trying to get 500 subscribers. Help a boy out. I really appreciate that. And also, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and also YouTube at Hate It or Love It Movie Reviews. And you can also find me on Kapowie, the pop culture movie blog, where you get your fixes on video games, You get your fixes on video game reviews, artwork, comic books, all that fun stuff. Please click on the description below. It takes you straight there. For my new subscribers, you want to know how I rate my movies, please click on the description below. It tells you details on how I rate my films. And also make sure you click on the videos icons that pop up. I do try to do videos every week. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.